Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Narat Bello here and I'm super glad to have you here with me in another video. Today we are diving into a question that's been on a lot of people's minds recently. And the question is why Canada continues to welcome immigrants, especially where there are a lot of challenges in the job market. I mean, for a fact, these opportunities aren't there again as it used to, and why do Canada still open its door to immigrants? Well, the question really seems like a very simple one, but in actuality, the answer is really complex. And it's because it is deeply rooted in Canada's history, their value, and also their vision for the future. Okay, now let me paint a picture here for you. Imagine you're in a country where the economy is a bit shaky, where jobs aren't easy to come by, and some industries are heavily affected and are really struggling. Then you might wonder that why would this country bring in more people when things are already tough? Now, this is a valid question, yeah? But Canada immigration is much more than just the moment. It's about building a vibrant and a stronger society for the long haul. Now, in today's video, we are going to explore why Canada continues to welcome immigrants, the opportunities that still exist even in this challenging time, and also the obstacles that newcomers might face. So whether you're considering making Canada your new home or you're just curious about how immigration shapes the economy of Canada, I want you to stick around because I'm pretty sure that you won't want to miss this one. Let's get started.
Things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh.
Welcome back. Okay, so I'd like to start with the history and values behind Canada's immigration policy. It is no longer news that Canada has a long history of welcoming immigrants from all over the world. In fact, the country's diversity is one of its greatest strengths. And that is the ability of Canada to bring skilled immigrants from across the world to contribute to the economic growth and prosperity. But then the question still remains, why does Canada still open its doors when the country faces challenges? Because frankly speaking, job opportunities aren't as much as it used to. And this has affected a lot of people, and these include the permanent resident holder and also the student, the international student that came here with the hope that after they finish their study, they can get a job and then eventually transition into permanent residence. These jobs aren't even there. The economy is really struggling, and the full-blown Canadians have to struggle with job opportunities with temporary residents, such as those that are on open work permit as well as students. So now the answer to why Canada keep opening its doors to immigrants, even though in this challenging period, is deeply rooted in the country's value. Now let me explain this one. So Canada believes in creating a multicultural society where everyone, regardless of their background, can contribute to the country's success. And they believe so much in economic diversity, and their commitment to this isn't just a feel-good policy, but a strategic one. Okay, now we all know that the world is rapidly changing, and every country of the world is trying to keep up with this changing trends. And for Canada to do that, they believe that bringing in different people from across the world, from different backgrounds, can help strengthen their innovation, their resilience, and also they believe that this can help them to better adapt to the changing world. It's true that Canada, like many other countries, has faced economic challenges. Now let's take, for instance, the city of Toronto. Toronto is often described as one of the most multicultural cities in the world, and over half of the residents of Toronto, like what am I even saying? Yes, like over half of the residents that live there are actually born outside of Canada, and this actually helped them to strengthen their diversity, and the city thrive on this diversity. Toronto is one of the major cities in Canada. It's the heart of Canada and is the hub for business, culture, and innovation. None of this would be made possible if not for the contributions of immigrants from across the globe, from every corner of the globe. Now you see, one of the reasons why Canada cannot shut its door to immigrants. Now that's not all. Coming up next is addressing the economic concerns. Now I know some people might be thinking, what about the job market? Right? Isn't it a bit too risky to bring in people when the economy of Canada is already on the strain? Well, that's a good question. But then again, it's very important to remember that immigration is not just about filling immediate job vacancies, but investing in the future. Immigrants are like the backbones that Canada relies upon. You can't argue that. And this is because immigrants bring new skills, ideas, and perspectives that can help drive economic growth, even in tough times. Immigrants have the zeal, they have the willingness to take on jobs in sectors that are in high demand, like those that are in healthcare sector, the technology sector, as well as the skill trade sector, helping to keep these industries thriving. So now you see another reason why Canada cannot shut its doors to immigrants. So take, for instance, the tech industry in Canada is a great example of how immigration fuels innovation and growth. And by attracting skilled workers from around the world, Canada has positioned itself as a leader in technology, creating jobs and opportunities for everyone. Now, let's talk about the opportunities that exist in Canada today. While it's true that some industries are facing difficulties, there are others that are booming and are in desperate need of skilled workers. So immigrants are often needed in this case because they fill critical gaps in this sector, as well as helping to keep the economic moving forward. Now, let's consider the healthcare sector in this case. With an aging population in Canada, the healthcare sector is under critical pressure. And this is the reason why Canada keeps introducing new immigration pathways for healthcare workers to come over and help fill these critical gaps. So there is this new immigration pathways for healthcare givers that was recently announced by the government of Canada, and this is going to be effective coming September 2024. This program is specifically for home care workers with the promise to give them permanent residence as soon as they arrive to Canada. I have a video on my channel where I talk about this program. Be sure to watch this video after this one, or I might also put the link to that video in the description box. So in general, immigrants play a crucial role in helping to fill positions like nurses, doctors, and even caregivers. And as Canada population ages, the demand for healthcare givers also grows. And immigrants are stepping up to meet this demand, ensuring everybody receive the care that they need. Now, moving on to the challenges that new immigrants may face. It is without doubt that moving to a new country has its own challenges. Immigrants often face obstacles like finding a job that matches their qualification, as well as, adjusting to a new culture and also overcoming language barriers in some cases. However, Canada offers ranges of social services that help newcomers navigate these challenges and succeed. For instance, Canada has numerous services like the language services, job search assistance, and cultural orientation programs. Also, the IRCC work to ensure that newcomers have all the resources they need to build a successful life here. In Saskatchewan, we have the Open Door Society and the Global Gathering Place. This organization offers everything to help newcomers navigate their new life here in Canada. Also, there are lots of organizations scattered across all provinces of Canada with the aim of helping new immigrants navigate their new life here. So if you're a newcomer in Canada, be sure to check out this settlement organization because I believe they are the best way to get introduced into this country. Now, let's talk about the long-term benefits of immigration to Canada. In the long run, immigration is essential for Canada's economic growth and demographic future. And like I had mentioned earlier, Canada's population is aging. And without the influx of young, skilled foreign workers, the labor force would shrink, and therefore the economy could stagnate. Canada's economy cannot afford to underestimate the contributions of immigrants, particularly to innovation, creation of businesses, as well as jobs, not only for themselves, but for other Canadians as well. Did you know that most successful companies in Canada were founded by immigrants? Oh yes, that's true. These immigrants saw opportunities and took risks, and in turn create jobs and opportunities for other immigrants and Canadians alike. And now their success stories highlight the long-term benefits of welcoming newcomers. So there you have it, guys. These are the reasons why Canada keep welcoming immigrants. Yes, the job market is tough. There are limited opportunities, but it is beyond that. It is about building a much more stronger, more diverse, and a more prosperous future for all Canadians. So if you are thinking about making a move to Canada, I want you to know that while the road might be tough and have its own challenges, there are also incredible opportunities awaiting you here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share to anyone that you feel will be interested in something like this. And until next time, bye.